Do you know why Lord Ganesha broke his tusk? According to Puranic legends, we heard the three key stories behind the broken tusk. One is during his confrontation with Parashurama, another during the writing of the Mahabharata, and the third is related to the curse on the moon. First, let's hear the story related to Mahabharata. Long ago, the great Rishi Vyas wanted to write the sacred epic Mahabharata. The story was vast and powerful, and he needed someone wise and quick to write it down as he narrated it. So, Vyas requested Lord Ganesha, the god of wisdom and knowledge, to be the scribe. Ganesha agreed, but he placed one condition. He said, "I will write continuously, so you must recite the story without stopping." Vyas Rishi also had a condition. He replied, "You must understand every verse before writing it." With these conditions agreed upon, Vyas began narrating the Mahabharata, and Ganesha started writing every word with great speed. As the narration continued, the feather pen he was using suddenly broke. But he had promised not to stop writing. Without hesitation, Ganesha broke one of his tusks and used it as a pen to continue writing the Mahabharata. Because of this act of dedication and sacrifice, Lord Ganesha is often shown with one broken tusk, and he is also called Ekadanta, which means the one with a single tusk. This story teaches us the importance of determination, sacrifice, and devotion to knowledge. Now, let's see the second story, the confrontation with Parashurama. One day, the great warrior Rishi Parashurama, a devotee of Lord Shiva, came to Mount Kailas to meet him. At that time, Lord Shiva was deep in meditation, and Lord Ganesha was standing guard at the entrance. When Parashurama tried to enter, Ganesha politely stopped him and said, "My father is in meditation. Please wait until he wakes up." But Parashurama, being a powerful sage and warrior, became angry. He said, "I am a great devotee of Shiva. No one can stop me from seeing him." Ganesha still refused to let him enter because he was following his duty. Soon, a fierce fight began between Ganesha and Parashurama. Parashurama then threw his powerful axe, a weapon that had been given to him by Lord Shiva himself. When Ganesha saw the axe coming toward him, he realized it was his father's weapon. Out of respect for Lord Shiva, he did not stop it. The axe struck Ganesha and broke one of his tusks. Seeing this, Parashurama immediately realized his mistake and felt very sorry. He bowed to Ganesha and asked for forgiveness. From that day, Lord Ganesha became known as Ekadanta, meaning the one with a single tusk. This story teaches us about duty, respect, and humility. Let us now see the third story, the curse on the moon. One day, Lord Ganesha was invited to a grand feast at Lord Indra's palace. The palace was filled with delicious sweets, fruits, and especially Ganesha's favorite modaks. Ganesha happily enjoyed the feast and ate until his stomach was very full. After the celebration, Ganesha began his journey home, riding on his small vehicle, the mouse. Because his stomach was heavy from the feast, the mouse struggled to carry him. As they traveled along the path, the mouse suddenly stumbled, and Ganesha fell to the ground. When he fell, his stomach burst open and the sweets spilled out. Calmly, Ganesha gathered the sweets and placed them back inside. To keep them from falling out again, he picked up a snake and tied it around his stomach like a belt. At that moment, Chandra saw what had happened from the sky and began to laugh loudly. Hearing this, Lord Ganesha became very angry. He did not like being mocked for his appearance. In his anger, Ganesha broke off one of his tusks and hurled it toward the moon, and he cursed the moon saying, Because you laughed at me with pride, you will lose your brightness and your beauty. Immediately, the moon's light began to fade. Realizing his mistake, the moon became frightened and begged Ganesha for forgiveness. Seeing the moon's regret, Ganesha softened the curse. He declared that the moon would lose its brightness for part of the month and regain it again, causing the moon to wane and wax every month. However, the curse remained for Ganesh Chaturthi. It is believed that looking at the moon on this day may bring false accusations or bad luck, so people traditionally avoid seeing the moon that night. And from that day onwards, Lord Ganesha became known as Ekadanta, meaning the one with a single tusk. This story teaches us an important lesson: never laugh at or mock others. To see more such stories, subscribe to the channel.